Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Hey there, listeners. This is Juniper Ravenwood, your producer for the Shadow Frequency. Welcome to another eerie dive into the unknown with your host, Matt Wilson. Tonight's episode is a special one. It's called The Piney Woods UFO, Cash-Landrum's Precursor. And it comes straight from a suggestion by Lila in Texas. Lila loved our Cash-Landrum episode and thought we should dig into this chilling precursor event. So thanks, Lila, for the tip. We're heading back to the shadowy pines for this one. Matt, take it away in 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, listeners, and welcome to the Shadow Frequency. I'm Matt Wilson, your guide through the dark corners of the unexplained. This time, we're stepping into the tangled depths of East Texas back to December 1980. Just a whisper before the infamous Cash-Landrum incident shook the world. Picture this, the Piney Woods, a labyrinth of towering trees stretching into the night, their branches clawing at a sky that feels wrong. The air's thick, heavy with something you can't name. And then it happens. A low hum creeps through the stillness. Not mechanical, not natural, but alive. This isn't your typical UFO tale. No little green men, no saucers spinning in the sky. This is something older, something stranger. Witnesses, ordinary folks driving those lonely back roads, reported a light piercing through the woods. Not a beam, not a flare, but a pulsing, sickly glow that seemed to breathe. One man, a logger named Roy, said he saw it hovering just above the tree line. He described it as a shape that didn't make sense, sharp edges folding into themselves like a shadow caught in a mirror maze. He didn't stick around to sketch it. He floored his truck and got out of there, but not before that hum burrowed into his skull. For weeks after, he swore he could still hear it in his dreams. Then there's Clara, a school teacher who passed through that same stretch of road a night later. She didn't just see the light, she felt it, a heat that didn't burn her skin but sank into her bones, leaving her trembling and sick for days. She told her husband it was like the air itself was watching her. And here's the kicker. Neither Roy nor Clara knew each other, but their stories aligned. Same time frame, same stretch of Highway 59, same creeping dread. What was it? A craft? A trick of the mind? Or something that slipped through a crack in reality? The Piney Woods were already a haunted place. Locals whispered about ghost lights and strange figures long before 1980. But this feels like a prelude, a warning of what was to come when Betty Cash, Vicki Landrum, and young Colby crossed paths with their own nightmare just days later. Stick around because after the break, we're diving deeper into the shadows of this forgotten encounter.
Hey listeners, Juniper here. How unsettling is this Piney Woods story so far? Matt's got us all imagining that pulsing light and that eerie hum. Makes you wonder what else might be lurking out there in the dark, right? Some of you are probably thinking UFOs, others might be leaning towards something even stranger. Hang tight because Matt's got more coming up after the break. And if you're loving this creepy ride, please hit that like and subscribe button and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. And you can find us on all the favorite podcast directories. We have patreon.com/shadow frequency we've started up as well. And if you got a spooky suggestion like Lila's or you want to advertise with us, you can reach out through Patreon or email us at shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. And folks, it's time for our mailbag segment now, so I got to hit that button.
It's time for the Shadow Frequency mailbag.
All right, let's see what we've got here. Right in the mailbag, Jake in Oregon says, hey, Matt and Juniper, been hooked since your Shadow People episode. That one gave me chills, those dark figures lurking in the corners. I've seen something like that myself, and you guys nailed the vibe. Keep the creamy coming. Haha. This one's from Sarah in New Jersey. Love the show. The Jersey Devil episode was my favorite. Growing up near the Pine Barrens, I've heard those stories my whole life, but you made it feel real and terrifying all over again. Thanks for keeping the paranormal alive. Hey, we love hearing from all of you. Keep those emails coming to shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. Matt, back to you in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Shadow Frequency. I'm Matt Wilson, and we're still lost in the piney woods of 1980, chasing a mystery that feels like it's watching us right back. Before the break, we met Roy and Clara, two souls caught in the grip of something unnatural along Highway 59. But they weren't alone. There's a third witness, a gas station clerk named Eddie, who saw more than he ever wanted to. Eddie was closing up shop around midnight when that same sickly glow lit up the pumps outside. He stepped out thinking it was a car's headlights, but what he saw froze him cold. A shape, jagged, impossible, hovered maybe 50 yards off just beyond the trees. He said it didn't move like anything should. It shifted like oil spreading on water. And that hum, oh, that hum, was so loud it rattled the windows. Then came the worst part. A silhouette inside the light, not human, not animal, but something. Eddie didn't wait to find out what. He locked the door and hid behind the counter until it was gone. Here's where it gets even weirder. Days later, when Betty Cash, Cash-Landrum, and Colby had their own encounter, radiation burns, military choppers, and all, people started connecting the dots. The Piney Woods sightings happened just miles apart within a week of each other. Same glow, same dread, same questions. Was this a test run? A glitch in some secret experiment? Or something that doesn't answer to our rules? Locals say the woods never felt right after that. Hunters stopped going too deep and truckers avoided those roads at night. The official story? Nothing. No records, no investigations, just silence. But the Piney Woods don't forget. That hum still lingers in the stories, a frequency tuned into something we're not meant to hear. Sleep tight, listeners. Next time you're driving through the dark, keep an eye on the trees. They might be watching back.
That's it for tonight's eerie journey on the Shadow Frequency. I'm Juniper, your producer, and wow, Matt really took us into the deep end with this Piney Woods tale. Thanks again to Lila in Texas for the suggestion. Join us next time for more shadows and secrets. Until then, stay curious, stay spooky, and we'll see you on the other side of the frequency. Good night.
Looking for a thrill that's out of this world? Tune into the Shadow Frequency podcast, hosted by Matt Wilson. We dive deep into the paranormal, hauntings, cryptids, alien encounters. If it's odd, we've got it covered. Catch up on our past episodes and join the adventure. Find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and all major podcast directories. The Shadow Frequency podcast, where the strange comes to life.